Okay.
That's your first option. Second option is, I'm going to be direct with you again. I put you in the police car and I just take you to jail. And you fight the case in...
When you sign up to do the job of a caregiver, they tell your employer, say, you're going to be faithful, honest, truthful, caring, empathizing, and sympathizing. Meaning, you will not steal, you will not lie, you will care for them. You know why? The people you are taking care of are vulnerable people. They are considered vulnerable people in the society. Those are people who cannot do much for themselves, and they are not expected to be taken advantage of. When you now go and do that same job, you now take advantage of the person you are working for, you should know you are going to jail. Welcome back. I am Auntie Adwin, in case you are just getting to see my face. Thank you to all my subscribers on this channel, and thank you for returning to watch this video. The story you're about to watch is a story of a young lady who, out of greed, put herself into problem as a caregiver. She was entrusted to take care of an elderly woman, and over the years, what she did, even though it's not new, but you just wonder how people can be that mean and bad to somebody that is vulnerable. This lady, Enid Noel, used to be a caregiver to an elderly woman. And what she did was unthinkable. I know it's been happening. We've been hearing it. But this one, they can't catch her. She knows sabi lie. This is what it is when you think you know how to lie. Now you go shoot yourself in the leg. So she was caught. She's just 34 years old, stealing from the employer. Not once, not twice, not 3 times. I cut out some clip of the video because I saw it somewhere. So let's just quickly listen to some of the clips when she was being investigated and how she was lying, how she was trying to cover up. Let us watch.
I'll show you some things. So take a look at this photo here. Alright. That's you at Citibank. I think it's dated 5/9 of 2023. It's about 3:07 in the afternoon in the video. Alright. That check there that's in your hand was for about $9,000. Is that the check that you're saying that she gave you?
Yes. Those are the checks, yes.
Alright, because that check, I know these are some photos from video surveillance, but when you watch the video, you can see clear as day. You can see, your name and $9,000 on there. So that's the check that you're saying that she paid you to help you pay some bills? Mm-hmm. Okay.
And it was returned.
What was returned?
The bank had returned it.
The bank returned it?
Yeah.
Why did they return it?
I don't know.
So what happened after that when...
I didn't have the chance to use it because the bank just returned it. It was returned after I deposited. It was returned.
Interesting. Now, did you write that check or did she?
She did.
Okay.
I never write the check myself.
Okay, because I spoke with her and I spoke with the neighbor and I spoke with another helper, and that's not her handwriting. This check is not her handwriting. She doesn't sign her name in print. She signs it in cursive. So
This is my handwriting right here.
that's your handwriting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that handwriting looks the exact same as the rest of it, because this isn't Miss Wagner's handwriting. So why is this check filled out in your handwriting?
No, this is my handwriting right here, signed in.
Yeah, you're signing the back, but I'm saying that handwriting is the same handwriting on the front of the check, where it says payable to you, the date, her name is printed, but she don't print her name. She signs her name in cursive. So, the neighbor and the other helper says that, they help write they help her with banking and stuff like that. Like this is not Wagner's handwriting. So why is this whole check filled out in your handwriting and not Miss Wagner's?
It's very likely some of you have seen this video. So, but for those who have not seen the video, let me recap what happened in this story. This lady works with an agency. So she started stealing from the elderly woman. After stealing enough, she absconded and left the work. Of course, when things like that is happening, and they want to replace the caregiver, and somebody else is coming to take over, they will want to take more like inventory, check many things. I think in the process of checking up some things about the elderly woman, they found out that somebody has been making withdrawals in her bank account. Sometimes 9,000, many amounts, 3,000 and all that. So in the process, they went to the bank to go and investigate. They called the cops, and the cops started the investigation and went to the bank. And the bank printed out details of of withdrawals from that bank, the woman's bank account. And they saw that a particular person was signing for that check, for all the checks, and withdrawing the money, signing, not only signing, writing every details, the transactions on the check of the woman. And of course, they were able to identify that address, writing belongs to her. So from this last video you just watched, when they arrested her, they started asking her, have you ever signed a check? She said no. Have you ever written a check for her? She said no. Have you received the money? She said yes. The woman gave her a check, give her some money when she had problem. She had accommodation problem, to pay her rent, bills and all that. And the police said, how much is the bill that you want to pay? That the woman will give you 9,000. She said the woman offered her and she couldn't reject. Any sane caregiver should know, caregiver, nurse, whoever you are working with the vulnerable, you don't take something from them. You don't. It is policy of the client. It is a policy of your workplace. You don't collect anything from them. Now, you said you have never written any check for the woman, no, signed. They saw a signature on the paper, but of course, not the signature of the woman. She wrote it out as her full name. Meanwhile, there is a way the woman will sign her signature in a cursive handwriting. You know what cursive handwriting is? She couldn't do that one, so she wrote the name of the woman, and she was going to cash the money. They were asking her. She said it was the woman that wrote it. The police said, no, the woman does not write her signature this way. There is a way she signed. After seeing she never signed, she now said she asked her to write it that way. I'm going to play that next video. You see, when you think you can lie, you cannot. Lies does not have a hiding place. Now, the picture you are looking on the screen is the picture of the check. Details of the check she's been taken to the bank. The first one, 2023, March, $5,000. On the 3rd, that same day, another one, 3,008. On the April of that same year, 8,008. The same year, a week after, 4 days after, another one, 5,008. On the 3 days after again, another one, $9,000. That same month, another one, $9,005. The following month, about a week after, another one, $9,000. Total, $50,900. Look at the space she was using to steal from this woman. Greed, greed, greed. Within a month, 3 times. Within a month, 3 times. Within the month of March to May, within 2 months, she stole $50,900 from the woman. You see, when people are greedy, when people are armed robber, honestly, there is nothing to put to it. Now, while it was being investigated, when he lied earlier, hear what he said hear what she said in this next video.
The one that said, I wanted to help you, you didn't ask me for help. And I said, as long as you know I'm not going to be in problem, okay.
Yeah,
I said
you're
I
saying
was
she
going.
wanted you to help.
Yeah, she wanted to
Yeah.
help me, and I said, "You the one that said do not call the office," because I was going to call the office.
I get
and
that,
tell
but
them.
why is this written out all in your handwriting and not hers?
She told me.
She told you to write it out?
Yes.
So why didn't you tell me that up front when I asked you about all that?
No, but this is my hand. This is how I sign. But she asked me to do the check.
Okay, but when I first asked about that, why did you tell me that was her and not you? And now you're telling me that you wrote it. Why didn't you just tell me that up front and be honest?
I'll be honest with you.
Now you are.
We all me.
But you
I'll be
weren't.
honest.
You weren't at first because you.
Yeah, gay. Very gay. She said, I will be honest with you. The cops say, why didn't you be honest from the beginning? You told me something different. Now you are telling me something else again. When people are lying, they don't know they sound very stupid. When you think you are lying, we have an adage in Yoruba that says, "Tẹ́ni tó ń purọ́ fún ò bá mọ̀, ẹni tó parọ́ mọ̀ lẹ́kùn ẹ̀." Meanwhile, ẹni tó ń parọ́ fún gan mọ̀ pé ó ń parọ́ fóun. That is, if person dey lie to somebody, you think that person you are lying to does not know. You wey you dey lie, you know say you dey lie, abi? But unfortunately, when you are lying, the body language is there. Your words can never add up, no matter how smart you are, except you are dealing with somebody who is a mumu. When somebody is not a mumu, they will get you like this, but they will be pretending with you so that you continue to look stupid. And so our sister, she's not in Nigeria, no. Lucky enough, at least she's not in Nigeria this time around. This is a story of another person from another country. Let's clap for the Lord. At least there is a relief. Before you say, Adini is always talking bad about Nigerians. This is not a Nigeria. So crime does not know color, does not know tribe, does not know nationality. But we are trying to face our own so that our name outside there. And apart from that, if you cannot do the time, do not do the crime. I know they pity when people do some things, some bad things, and they end up in jail. I know they pity them. I know they pity them, especially things that are done deliberately. I know not everybody that is in jail deserves to be in jail. But for cases like this, Abba, you steal the first month, second time, third, you can now made it a weekly thing. And within the space of 8 weeks, you stole 50,900. And you think you will go scot-free. In a country where there is law, in a country where they have record, in a country where they can trace things, in a country where they have forensic to check things. Is this genuine or fake? Is this genuine or forged? And you think you will go scot-free. Come on, get out of here. Anyway, as I see the video, I say this might be useful for our people. Make you not allow greed carry you go where you no want go. Make you not allow greed. If somebody give you something, it is not ethical to take something from your client, especially if you are a caregiver, because caregivers face that temptation. And if you have to collect, your agency must know. Unfortunately, this lady's own is not even that the client gave her. It's not as if the client say, take, I'm giving you. She was actually stealing because probably she's been a thief. If you are not a thief, you can't do what she did. She has been doing it even before she became. Only God knows how many people she has done it for before they now get hold of her. If you allow greed and thief spirit, the spirit of stealing, take hold of you, now you say you're ready to go to jail as a person. Because we have a lot of our people doing caregiver. And I have known one or two. Not one-on-one, no. We have had countless of stories of many of them that ended up in jail because they do this kind of a thing that this lady did. Stay safe out there and stay out of trouble. Have a good one. Please don't forget to like the video as you stop it now. Thank you so much for watching.